The lunatics jump scare you. Oh, wait, we haven't found the gas.
Wait.
No, 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 no!
You didn't collect the gas. Game over. Start over.
I think that might lead to an uninstall.
I'm not climbing back up over here.
We need a multiplayer Nightmare on Elm Street game.
True. I mean, I don't know. In all seriousness, though, I'm sick of these asymmetric multiplayer.
Yeah, that's fair. You could also do a cool single player game. I mean, now that the rights are sorted with Friday the 13th, I do have my fingers crossed that the next game Gun Media puts out after Texas Chainsaw is just a sequel to their Friday the 13th game. That would make me happy.
And 8.
Just take everything that...
Got gasoline.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Exchanging. Don't you jinx us.
Ow. No, no, no.
The fuck Vedragate is calling to us.
Like I said, you just take the Molotov cocktail out and just blow yourself up.
How do we get out of here? Oh.
It's like, maybe you don't put that in your backpack with the gasoline.
I'm not gonna try it right now because I'm low on resources, but... Watched Mask of the Phantasm this morning, man. That movie is still so fucking good.
Good job, babe.
It's great. Wonderful film.
Okay.
I got the 4K conversion. It looks crisp.
It might be worth grabbing some supplies.
Yeah, that took them forever to put out on Blu-ray.
It did. I
It's
actually
still a bare
had the...
bones release.
Yeah. I had the regular Blu-ray, and then they included a copy with the animated series box set that they did.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, I have two copies, one with the
Having a roof over my head.
box set and one by itself.
I've always dreamed
But
I think I ended up
started
selling
upgrading
my
for-
solo copy,
just outside.
but now I have the Blu-ray in my box set
I don't know.
and
I like the idea of
the
this.
4K standalone.
Sounds lonely.
Do you watch it in widescreen like a filthy casual, or do you watch the 4x3 full version?
The 4K, at least because I watched my digital copy this morning. It by its default is the full screen or widescreen version.
Ah,
I typically just leave it to whatever the default is.
yeah. I mean, that's the version I grew up with. It wasn't even until the Blu-ray Raven knew, like, oh, the 4x3 is like has the fuller picture, like that's the full movie. Because they cropped it to put it out theatrical, and that's the version that was put out on DVD.
Oh, interesting. I mean, that is just the correct answer, no?
It's great. Because usually it's the reverse. Usually a movie comes out in widescreen, and then on DVD it would get, like, or VHS, it would get cropped for full screen and 4x3, and a lot would be cut out of it, and it was a nightmare. But this was the opposite, because it was always going to be a 4x3 version, and then when they decided to make it theatrical, they cropped it to make it widescreen, and that's the version the vast majority of people have seen. And it still works.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice anything off.
Successfully.
Hmm.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
I'm sure they went through great care to remaster that, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You fuck up Mask of the Phantasm, you're gonna have riots in the street. Okay, weapons parts are appreciated, but not what I need right now.
And I like Sub-Zero. I don't know where you land on that one.
I have
like
not seen it, I don't think.
Yeah, that's one that people complain about now and say it's boring, but, like, I don't know. When I was a kid, I really liked it. Mask of Phantasm is better, but I've always thought Sub-Zero was fine.
So, I mean, I definitely need to watch it. 'Cause I don't think I've seen it. But I've never understood the sequel is not as good as the first movie, therefore it is completely unwatchable. Like, no, a sequel could be not as good as the first one, but still be good.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Especially that situation where they're completely separate movies. You know, it's not a direct sequel. It's just another movie with that Batman.
Yeah. And I like Mr. Freeze.
Hey,
Noah
Yeah, I
says
love Mr.
Sub-Zero
Freeze.
is cool, no pun intended.
Hell yeah, it is.
just thought we'd see one of them by now.
I mean, it's not the peak version of Mr. Freeze, but, you know.
That would be Arnold.
There's only one Mr. Freeze that is peak. And he makes the ice puns. Let's kill the Ice Age.
Here we go.
I'll tell you what, you can make fun of his performance of that all you want. When you learn about what a nightmare that was for him to film, it's so much easier to just embrace the madness.
I'm not even making fun of it. I legitimately love him in that movie.
Like, they melted battery acid in his mouth.
What?
Yeah, you know how, like, his teeth are always glowing?
Yeah.
Like how they're always bright? Yeah, they have, like, batteries in his mouth to get that effect, and some of them would melt sometimes. Oops. I think he was fine.
That seems dangerous.
It does. And, of course, the suit and the makeup and the contacts, like, it was all a total nightmare. But he looks like he's having fun.
I was gonna say, Noah, are you disrespecting Return of the Joker?
Oh yeah, I like Sub-Zero, but Return of the Joker's better. Always love that movie.
In Mr. Freeze, East 2. 5345.
Man, I really love this horse, Jemmer. Such a great horse. I hope nothing bad happens to her.
Let's look for a way in.
Same.
Keep an eye on those windows.
If you like horses, these games are not for you.
Mostly just this one, right?
Well, there's the one in the first game too.
Oh yeah. You see that? Infected just hopped that fence. Oh, means we can get in there.
During the David section.
Shouldn't we hear gunshots or something? I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's why
very
I'm
similar to how
replaying
this
it.
plays
It's been
out.
a minute. I want to at least get past this section before we call it a night. You're okay,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, I forgot about this little part.
No, no, no.
I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing when we get to the Shamblers.
Oh, fuck. Are there shamblers in this part?
No, but they're coming up.
I'll have ammo by then.
It's after Dina and Ellie first encounter the WLF and then get under the sewers, so it's not too far away.
Yo, game, can you give me some ammo?
Give you just what you need: screws and a couple washers.
Ellie made this in a cave with a box of scrap.
Like scraps. How'd you make a machete with a couple screws
This one's fresh.
and a pair of
Got
scissors?
one of those wolf patches. Guess we didn't
You know,
find
it's
out
better
what
not
that
to
was
ask.
after all. That's good. If those
fuckers who killed Joel got taken out by some random infected.
Then they'd still be dead.
I'm not sure that's justice. Might as well grab what we can while we're here.
Fresh meat.
You can already tell Ellie's also mixing up justice with revenge.
Yep.
No, I want you to know I read that in Arthur Morgan's voice.
Well, like I said, that's why this dynamic to me works, because Dina knows what we know. You know, she's kind of, even though we're playing as Ellie, we're more with Dina emotionally and just with what's going on. Like,
Been shot.
because we don't know yet everything Ellie knows. It does not go to the direction I was expecting. So when you get that flashback later on, like, it does change everything. That Ellie, like, she knows what Joel did and she does not care.
Yeah. Oh, come on, this isn't what I need. Give me... Why is this game being so stingy all of a sudden?
I don't recall, though, if there's, like, much combat coming up. I think it might just be the cutscene where you find the other body that Tommy left, so...
Well,
Yeah, that might be why.
we know where to get it.
You might be good with combat for a few minutes. I think it just kind of wants you to craft right now.
I don't recognize this one either.
Take the stairs, man. They always say, go upstairs. Nothing bad will happen.
Who says that? Crafting a silencer is also a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Love a good silencer in a game.
Yeah, about that.
Shit.
Yeah, I think games in general just have a vendetta against horses.
Tommy did this.
Like, I know about Shadow of the Colossus.
I still gotta play that.
It was definitely him.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that killed Joel.
So this scene's a great callback to the first one, but now we're seeing the aftermath of it, just this whole torture sequence. Like, yeah, this is messed up, but it's a thing Tommy and Joel did.
Shit. There's another one over here.
And every time I play this game, I don't remember this guy. He must really be in the background during the flashback. I don't think he's one we
He was
really
using
get to
against
know.
each other.
How?
Joel told me about this.
That's a lot of blood.
You ask this guy a question, but you don't make him say it. You make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not,
You fuck him up?
yeah.
Acting.
Once again, the lighting is freaking fantastic.
Another gate code?
And one thing that is jarring in the original Last of Us is when you do change outfits, they don't stick during the cutscenes. The cutscenes are always the main outfits, you know, which is what old games used to do. So that's distracting. I'm sure they fixed that with the Part 1 remake.
I will have
Obviously
to test
carried
that.
over here.
I would have to assume because I would imagine that the original used pre-rendered cutscenes, which is why it does that.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas now we're able to do cutscenes in real time.
Yeah, and I still haven't played part 1, but I assume that you move in and out of cutscenes and gameplay a lot more fluidly, like this game does.
Yeah.
Because with the first one, with that generation games, you would like have that hard cut, like that clear disconnect between the gameplay scenes and cutscenes. That's right, Noah. That's a lot of fish.
I know you said Tommy had a rough past, but fuck.
I know.
Are you okay? It wasn't pretty.
I don't want you to think bad of Tommy.
Ellie, if I had my sister's killer...
That's always annoying when they give you in the map like a hammer or something. And you're like, I don't want this now. I just got this cool machete.
So
Dang it.
Dina just mentioned that if she got her sister's killer, so that's why you never meet her. She's already dead.
Right. That's what I thought, was that she was dead. I just couldn't.
You get the generator. I'll open the gate.
Remember the code?
So yeah, something messed up happened that we only allude to. Okay, look, another gate.
Got it.
Yep, we're getting close to the end here.
Got
Right now, no.
this. Big question, though. Where does
I
this
mean,
take us?
I know it's like the butt of jokes, but I guess my hot take is I don't hate Godzilla 98.
The question is, when are we not watching Godzilla 98? I play that on
Maybe
loop
someone
every
line
day.
up so we can scope out the area?
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Who wouldn't?
Okay.
Yeah, that's my like embarrassing Godzilla backstory. That's the first Godzilla movie I ever saw. I liked it when I was a kid, and I still don't hate it.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Still have some of those
That movie is a
It's
lot
a
better
fun
if you
monster
just...
movie.
Oh, there it goes.
Yep.
Get the other! Don't lose her!
Hey,
Go!
they trick you. They get you used to jumping over that barbed wire. Bam.
Ah, shit. Sorry,
I
no,
also
I
don't-
didn't take care of the horse.
No. At least they put it out of its misery. I don't do well with animals dying in media, even in games. Like it definitely bothers me.
But no, so my thing with Godzilla 98 is like, if you just remove it from the Godzilla name, it's a perfectly fine monster movie.
Didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Yeah, I also don't get the vitriol hate a lot of people have for Matthew
How'd you
Broderick.
find
Maybe
it?
it's just because I grew up on stuff with him, but like I've always liked him fine. I think he's fine in that movie.
It's funny.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, there's some fun action sequences in that movie for sure. Like it's a fun, dumb monster
Just
movie.
you two?
We'll get out of here and then...
Jordan!
Or we'll
Yeah.
try to get out of here and then call it
Supposed to
a
be out
night.
looking for the other one. The fuck is
Yeah,
this?
there's a little action sequence here that I think
Smuggler
play
that we
through.
killed out in Jackson?
You know, once we're able to take a breather, we can stop.
This girl was there.
What?
They're coming after us. That's why Nick was fucked up like that. We gotta get her to Isaac. We gotta tell him exactly.
And this is the first time in the game where we're
Just got off the radio with Isaac.
kind of starting to see
Kill all trespassers.
more of these people Abby's with, because, you know,
Daughter, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out.
the
what's
other
going
guy's
on.
kind of hateable, but the guy with the scar,
what she did to the
who
others?
you
You have no
absolutely
idea
hate,
how many
clear,
people she
like,
might be with.
is fairly reasonable here. You know, this is not an evil mustache twirling one note villain. Like, he's not as bad as you might have thought earlier.
I feel really bad for Dina here.
Yes.
But with what you find out later, it is also a miracle she's fine.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a bit of a fall.
I still have to see Ferris Bueller, Noah.
Come here.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I just finally watched The Breakfast Club.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty good.
It's not for everyone, but I've always liked it.
I don't know if I'd watch it again, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I have plenty of movies like that. I also think Matthew Broderick is fine in The Lion King. He's obviously not the standout. but I
I've
think
always
he's
really
okay.
liked him in The Lion King.
Yeah, I don't think he's bad.
Could probably have a
Okay,
bit more emotion in his voice at times, but
Ellie. Ellie.
Sorry,
I'm
dude.
also biased. The Lion King is my favorite Disney movie.
Look,
Oh, it's up there for me.
she's one of them.
It ranks pretty high.
Look at that later. Was there a TV station on that map? I don't fucking know.
Aladdin's probably my favorite.
Fuck, Ellie.
I need to rewatch that one.
Go around.
They have guns and I have like no ammo. I have 4 bullets.
4 bullets in a dream.
I got him covered.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, is that a smoke bomb you have? In your arsenal?
Shit. Oh yeah, it's Stun Bomb. Ooh, Persona 3 is ready to play. Bye everyone. No.
How many guys did you see?
No, wait.
Enough. We gotta get the hell out of here.
First we gotta reload our fucking weapons. And heal. So Noah, because you came in late, we are currently playing this on, I think, normal with permadeath. So if I die, I have to start the whole chapter over again. And I died a few times.
No need to dwell in the past.
Exactly. You never see it coming.
That's a lot of blood.
It was this way! Move up! Clear the rooms.
Thank you, ammo.
Yeah, the layout of this sequence reminds me a little of Joel in the hospital in the first one. Just with the hallways and the different rooms you can go in. You gotta watch the corners. And this is some of my favorite atmosphere in the game. Just, I love the rain and the greenery. It's a very wet game. I just love the dripping water and the sunlight. I know there are gamers out there who only care about gameplay, and that's all they're into, but I can appreciate good graphics. Give me something pretty to look at that does a lot of the work for me, and I genuinely enjoy the gameplay in these games.
So
You know,
I
think they're fun.
You good?
have a
God.
rankings. I have a ranking system of what's important.
No.
Gameplay first, story second, graphics third. I would like all 3 of them to be good, but if at least 2 of them are good, then I'm fine.
Yeah, for sure. And if your game doesn't have like amazing graphics, like you need to do what Telltale does, where you just need to go the stylized route.
Yeah. Well, and I found that good gameplay can carry a bad story, but oftentimes a good story can't carry bad gameplay.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, like Arkham Knight, I still have mixed feelings on. I have a lot of major issues with that story, but I love the gameplay and I love the visuals, so I can't say I dislike that game because I sure enjoy playing it.
That and Suicide Squad are places where good graphics and good gameplay are carrying a god-awful story. This is also another place where the music just kicks so much ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't talked enough about score. You know, like some people have issues with these games, you know, trying to be more cinematic than gameplay or whatever. But again, I enjoy the gameplay. I think these are fun games, and if you're gonna go for cinematic, go for broke all the way. And Gustavo, that guy, like he's so freaking talented, and the music in these games is just so memorable and beautiful. It adds a lot to the character of the whole thing.
I got your back.
And I know Suicide Squad has its defenders, but I haven't heard a single person say that they love it.
No, it's like a 7. It's like a 7 out of 10 game.
And then, of course, you have the people who are like, I don't get the backlash. Whatever. And it's like, I've had reservations. I want to be clear that I've had reservations in this game since day one, where from the beginning I said, why does this have to be in the Arkham world? Can't this just be its own thing? So
That
I've
game-
never been won over on that.
That is the biggest thing that's holding it back. It does not need to be in the Arkhamverse.
And I've been saying that since day one. Crotch shot.
Well, this isn't good.
Have a look here.
Yeah, there's a part coming up where you just gotta climb and run.
Fuck these walls.
No dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
Over there. Ellie, get down. Where's Adrian's patrol?
Yeah, one thing I was gonna mention earlier was you shot somebody's hand off, and that made me go, ugh. I was just looking at a severed hand on the floor. I was like, ugh, oh god.
I'll check over here.
This game is an exercise in brutality and misery.
Get down there. I don't know. Has this been called in? Greg went out to Capitol Hill.
Come on, come on.
Answer me. Come on, answer me. I think I saw something. I got it.
Shoot him in the knee.
Emma? You okay? Come on, talk to me.
Emma? Everything all right?
And one criticism I've heard of this game is that, you know, it wants the gameplay to be fun, but it also wants the violence to be horrific and
Emma?
for it to be about people and the cycle of violence and, you know, wants you to not enjoy it. I think it accomplishes both. Like, I can enjoy some of the violence and some of the gameplay, but still be absorbed in the story and acknowledge that what Ellie is doing is messed up and brutal. Like, I for me, it strikes that balance. I'm never taken out of it, like turning my brain off during these sequences. Like, I do think they do a good job making these NPCs feel
I
like
think that's all of
real people.
Let's not find out.
Yeah. Well, and especially in a case like this, it's easier to see where they're doing. 'Cause like, let's be honest, this is self-defense.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the game is most effective when you just have like those really minor characters, like that Asian girl at Abby's camp who's playing the PlayStation Portable. I don't remember her name, but who you see like one time later on after you've killed her as Ellie, you're like, oh, like that didn't feel good to kill that person. I wish I didn't have to do that. I think
Please have
well,
both.
right. Just find a candy bar. We'll talk about it more in depth when we get there. I think the only character I came close to like relishing in their death, but even then the game does a good job of like taking it too far and making it uncomfortable, is the only time I was like, oh, I am really rooting for this person to die besides Abby, is freaking Nora. It's a pretty big moment. We'll get there when we get there, but
What about this?
you know, when she's cornered and then she says like, oh, Joel got what he deserved, I was like seeing red. I was like so furious.
Yeah, no, she got
Like,
what she
like-
deserved.
That's how I felt, where I was like, oh, now you have this coming. You could have been reasonable here, but you had to go low. All right. And then I think the game, the Father Seed is still effective. It's just so dark and messed up. You're like, oh, I don't enjoy doing this.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
all
and-
about the quick deaths in my fantasy.
Somewhere.
This is a very like fun to play game, but it's a very dark and miserable like story. But I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, this game is an exercise in misery and brutality, but not to the point that I ever find it boring or repetitive or too miserable. Like like Noah, you missed it, but like there was a beautiful scene earlier where it's just Ellie playing the guitar and singing "Take on Me." It's scenes like that that make the game for me. It's just those beautiful little human moments that are why I love these games. If it was just misery 100% of the time, I'd probably get over it. And the first game's no breezy walk in the park either. I mean, this game definitely pushes it further, and if it pushes it too far for some players, that's totally understandable and fine. You know, it's subjective, but that first game has some dark, heavy moments. Like, it does go to some messed up places.
Yeah.
You know, it establishes what this world is.
No. No, it is not. Well, you've been watching for a bit, Noah. What do you think?
Alright, coast looks clear.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Alright, check this out.
Yeah, hyperbole is just not something I enjoy, even if someone's just being ironic or joking. Whenever I hear so and so is the best thing ever or worst thing ever, I usually just kind of tune it out or ignore it. I'm like, okay, I'm not putting any stalker value in this statement. Like, it's cool to not like things, but you don't need to go to extreme hyperbole like that. That's never done anything for me.
Yeah, the internet did lie to you.
TV station.
I know you're shocked, but it's okay.
She's still there?
We gotta find out, right?
So, spy all these.
Like I said, you're allowed to not like things without being childish.
That way.
For sure.
Okay. Let's go get Leah.
I'd love to see your opinion, at least on the first one, Noah.